2, 3. This is take 3. A lot of y'all requested to officially meet Poochie, Dakota, aka Poochie. So here she is, laying on me and being trademark Australian Shepherd, which is, they're called Velcro dogs because they always want to be right next to you all the time. She's an Australian Shepherd mix. I think she's mixed with an Australian Shepherd and a cattle dog. So she has the kind of fur color pattern of the cattle dog, but the body and the fur type of an Australian Shepherd. She's definitely a shepherd dog through and through. She follows you wherever you go. She was really committed to being loyal to you and staying right next to you. She herds you sometimes. I'll be sitting at my desk and she'll kind of keep picking up the pace around a lot until I get up, and then I slowly realize that I'm being circled around and she's herding me to the door. So she is a rescue. We got her when she was 4 years old. When we first met her, she was underweight. She was about 30 pounds, and she was surrendered by a family, I believe, that had multiple dogs. So they would kind of, she's very beta. She's a beta dog to the max. She's not very aggressive at all. And so I think they would kind of beat her up and stuff. So she had some scars on her head and scars on her legs, and she was also heartworm positive when we got her too. I could immediately tell that she'd be a good dog because she was in the kennel, and all the other dogs are kind of going crazy, which is the nature of being at a shelter because it's an intense environment for dogs. And she was the quietest dog there. She was just laying in the back of the kennel, just minding her own business. And when we stopped in front of her cage, she had a ball that she quietly went and picked up and brought it in her mouth to us. Started just wagging her tail a little bit, And so Mr. Hallease went and grabbed her, and he immediately noticed that she didn't try to bum rush the door or anything like that. She just let him put the lead on her. It was as if she knew, okay, I know what I'm supposed to do. You come in and put the lead on, we go to the area, and then you take the lead off and I play, And even when he was walking her to the leash off area, she was super chill and walking quietly. And the thing with rescues is, I could see the signs that she could be an awesome dog. It takes time. Luckily, when we got her, I was pretty new in my career, so I was home all the time looking for work. And the reason why we originally even wanted to get a dog was so that I could, so that I wouldn't be home alone all the time, because it was kind of driving me crazy a little bit. So when we first brought her home, she pretty much just kind of slept for a month. Shelters, like I said, are pretty stressful for most dogs. And it was basically for her, it was just like, oh my gosh, it's so quiet here. I can finally sleep, really sleep. And she just slept all day. And she'd get up a little bit, and I'd take her out to pee and fetch with her just a little bit. But she pretty much just kind of slept and ate and was still pretty indifferent to us for the first month. After that, when I think she began to realize, this isn't temporary, I'm going to be with these people for a while, that's when I think her personality really started to kick in, and she would get excited to hear that Mr. Hallease was coming home from work, or she'd get excited, when I would grab her leash and stuff like that, because she knew she was going to go outside and things like that. Going through heartworm treatment was really sucky, because you can't let your dog play for a month straight. It was pretty hard going through heartworm treatment with her, but it worked out pretty well. She's been heartworm free now for 4 years. Like I said, we got her when she was 4, and so now she is, I think you're 8? How old are you? 8? I think you're 8. I think she's 8. She is by far the best dog I've ever owned in my life. She's just so loyal and so, just really dedicated to Mr. Hallease and I. She's very attentive to us. I think I haven't really ever had... Sometimes, dogs act up a little bit, but she's really not the type to really act up. Yeah, this is Dakota, Australian Shepherd cattle dog, and she's our bud. She does technically have an Instagram, if you are curious. I do post Instagrams to her own personal account if you would like to keep up with Dakota. In the comments below, let me know if you have a furry friend and who they are and how you got them. I would definitely recommend, you know, hitting up your local shelter, trying to find a dog that's already out there in the world looking for a good home. You know, give them a shot. It takes a couple months really to really know how a dog's gonna be outside of the shelter. So, you know, I think there are little cues you can pick up on for sure while they're there, but Dakota now versus Dakota when we got her at the shelter is like completely different Dakota. I remember when we got her too, she was scared of everything, which she's like introverted. She still kind of is. But I remember Mr. Hallease would just, you know, haphazardly want to pet her, and she was maybe asleep or something, and he would touch her on her butt, and she'd like freak out and get scared and think we were attacking her or something. She'd like run across the room and whine and stuff. And now, scratching her on her butt's like the most favorite thing to her in the history of ever. So, you know, they are damaged. They come from intense relationships. And, yeah. You're being such a ham, I swear. Get up so they can see you. Come on, get up. There we go. Thank you. This is like one of her favorite things to do is just lay on me like this. And just be next to me. I'll see y'all tomorrow.